Should we start?
Yes, madam.
Or are we waiting for some time?
Yes, madam, you can.
Oh. Good afternoon, dear participants. A warm welcome to you all in the fourth day of our e-Shodhyatra. We have two very interesting sessions for today. Session 5th on research tools and third practical session on introduction to R Markdown authoring framework for scholarly communication. In the previous sessions, we all have seen how do one begins with the research, plan the research, prepare the manuscripts, what care should be taken so that you are able to publish in quality journal, and how do you choose the right publication for disseminating your findings. In almost all the sessions, you have somewhere or the other heard a mention of various research tools, be it plagiarism check, managing your references, finding the impact of the journal, identifying experts in your field. To do all this, there are various technological tools available for researchers. These might be paid or free tools, but are definitely very useful for any researcher. It will save your time and enhance and accelerate your process of research and publication. With the intention to make you all aware of these tools and make you aware of the various possibilities that are available, we planned this session for you all. The theme for today is research tools. To talk on research tools, we have with us an expert in the field, Dr. Sunita Barve from NCL Pune. On behalf of Institute of Chemical Technology and Vivekanand Education Society's College of Arts, Science and Commerce, we welcome Dr. Barve to this TechWeb supported 7-day national level capacity building program, e-Shodhyatra, Emerging Trends and Technologies in Scholarly Communication. Welcome, ma'am.
Hello. Hello.
A brief introduction to Dr. Barve before she begins. Dr. Sunita Barve is working in CSIR National Chemical Laboratory, Pune. Prior to NCL, she has worked in NCRA Pune for about 22 years. Dr. Barve has more than 29 years of experience in working in a research library. She is looking after overall administration and management of CSIR NCL Library, Pune. She is the recipient of Special Library Association, SLA, USA PAM and STA award. She has also received travel awards from IFLA, ETD and LISA. She has vast experience on using Linux operating system as well as implementing open source technologies in libraries for various operations such as digital library, library automation, library websites, organizing e-webinars through open source software. Dr. Barve has conducted more than 60 workshops on Koha, DSpace, Drupal, and other open source technologies used in libraries. She has delivered more than 20 lectures in national and international conferences. Her research interests mainly include digital libraries, library automation, digital preservation, and data repositories. Dr. Barve has also helped many libraries to implement Koha and DSpace. Dr. Barve is also the member of the advisory committee of e-Shodhyatra program. Welcome, ma'am, once again, and over to you.
So, Madhavi and Meghana, I thank both of you for again inviting me for this webinar. I have been part of this advisory committee and I know the contents, but of course I could get a chance because it was on YouTube. I could hear some of the earlier speakers, some of the talks as well. And I hope I would try to give a justice to the topic which is assigned to me. It would be kind of some repetition. Maybe some of the participants may find it because when we are talking about research tools, many of these tools participants may be already aware about. But when we were discussing about taking this class for the students, I thought I will give you the brief idea, and of course my again practical session which is scheduled on Monday, where I will try to give them the practical hands-on kind of from my side, so that people would understand what are these technologies. And as you have given the introduction about me in detail, I work basically in a Linux operating system environment, and where I generally work on open source technologies. So when I was preparing for this talk, it was kind of a treasure found kind of scenario for me, and I realized that, oh, there are so many tools which are available, and which students or the new freshers should know about them, which some of the things I will cover in my slides, and some of the things I will try to show them practically how do they work on Monday. But there are people in the board, they really work very hard to see that the life of a researcher becomes easier without really investing any money. When we talk about many of these software tools, basically there are two categories. One is commercially available tools, and the other one is free, but the free also is a kind of open source where the software program is also available to the end user. So if I really think that I need to make some more changes in that software, I will have that facility available. When we are talking about many of these commercial tools, many of we are aware that you can create a free login, and some for trial is available, or some data space is available. All those facilities are available, but at the back end many of these are commercial tools. So my idea of giving this talk is completely about what is under open source category. Of course, I will certainly mention about commercial platforms which are available. But whenever I'm thinking about checking my if I am writing a paper and I want to check my grammar, what is alternative available for me as a user, or for my users? Or if I am writing my paper, what is the research assistance which is available for me on internet, and which is very effective, which is used by a good number of community of users? That is what I would as a researcher would expect, because every time it may not be possible that the researcher will have all kind of funding, or many of the researchers who are working in the colleges or the universities, one of the challenge for the library of that university or that college is getting all the resources for which are required for their users. And it would not really be possible for that university or a college to provide all the required commercial tools which are available on the subscription based or the cost based platform. And when we are doing a research, basically whether it could be any researcher who is a fresh or expert researcher, it would generally happen that I am working in one institute today, I move on to another institute, or move on to another country, or move on to another other place, or I just work at my home. From my home I work out. So all the data that I gather over my research that I carry out, it just sits on various places that we all experience over the time. I will have some data on my laptop, I will have some data on my desktop at home, I will have the similar scenario in my office, my desktop, my laptop, as well as on somewhere server. And to maintain all this data, which is one of the big challenging job we all as a researcher would go through, we really have to really meticulously maintain a system, or create an environment which really give us a way that by which we keep our data properly organized, which is very important. Though I am giving this talk, but I also fail many times. But it would really be essential for the researchers to maintain all the data properly, index that data, gather it properly. Gathering data properly is again very important task, because we read a lot, we browse a lot, we download a lot of material. But with all this, organizing, maintaining it, and using it while writing the paper, or writing a thesis, or writing a report becomes a challenging task. And with this constant change in technology, constant challenges that we all have of maintaining our writing our papers, submitting it for different publishers, and getting the paper accepted. And I know that last 2-3 days you have been hearing various talks on how to write a paper, how to publish it, how to find a journal. So that's really is one of the challenge that we all users have. So just to considering all these things, I thought I will prepare my slides and I will talk on those grounds. So let me try to share my screen first. Is my screen visible? If it is not, just Madhavi interrupt me in between and let me know.
It is visible, ma'am.
Thank you. So when we are talking about research tools, what I will try to do is I will try to talk about reference management software. Again, most of the examples which I will be giving during my talk are under open source category platform. Again, I will, many of you would know, right? Like, for example, we are talking about many software facilities which are available on internet. So you try to create a login over there, but many of them are commercial facilities that are available, which you need to pay for getting the full strength access. Like, for example, take an example of a Grammarly software, where Grammarly is a commercial platform where you can create a free login and password, but the support which is provided with that free login and password is a limited support. On the similar way, there are many such software tools available. So I will try to give example under the open source category. So I will talk about writing assistant software, journal finder tools, altmetric tools. There are many altmetric tools available. ORCID, then infographics, plagiarism, and OpenRefine is probably some of you would have heard about. So I will just give the idea about what these tools are and how these tools are helpful. More emphasis probably would be given on reference management software, because we are going to see the practical session of Zotero on Monday. So I just thought of giving you a more emphasis on what is basically reference management. And when I started my talk, I did mention that we are we do not manage to maintain our records properly, in the sense that we do not gather all the data that we need for our research meticulously. That is one of the challenge we all have. If some of you are doing, maybe that's very good, but many times we fail to maintain. We browse a lot on internet, so those websites, those web pages need to be archived somewhere and need to be used when we are writing our research papers. So some of these things are important, and I will try to touch on those aspects. So as I mentioned, we use our when we are writing our research papers or thesis, or it could be a dissertation, we use references to write our research. And references and citations are what make the scientific and academic world go around. And collecting, reading, integrating these references into a manuscript is a time-consuming process, as I have mentioned, and everyone has their own system of keeping track of the references they use. Some of them, for their research thesis, they may need 500 references, or some 600 or 1000. And maintaining all these references which we need for our research work is very important and tedious job. So we often tend to browse, search a lot of information on the web, but do not meticulously manage and organize all references that we have gathered. And that is how the idea basically of my talk to tell you about these reference management software which are available on internet and which perform very well. And we will also be having practical session on it on Monday. So this using these citations or references needs a constant practice of making efforts to add these references immediately as soon as you have referred, while reading, browsing, and searching over the internet. So when we are writing a paper, as probably earlier talks have already covered, you write your article or a book or a conference paper, you need a lot of citations to gather, a lot of references to gather. So you need to maintain them in different style formats as required by every publisher wherever you are trying to submit your paper. And it is very important that what is the purpose of the citations? You need to correctly cite an author quoted in your paper. It could be thesis or a book. You need to produce a bibliography in various formats as required by the different publisher style format which is required, and it should allow you or your readers to go to the original source which is referred in your paper with the bibliographic details, as well as if the full text link is available on internet to get retrieve the full text. So to manage this activity, there are reference or citation management software which are available during last few years for the users. What these softwares basically do is, or they are called as software or tool, they allow you to gather, store, and organize any type of reference. The kind of reference is not only a journal article, it could be our artwork, it could be audio recording, it could be blog post, it could be dictionary entry, it could be a just email, or it could be a instant message, or an interview, or a manuscript, or a patent, or a presentation, or a video recording, or just a web page. And you want to refer all these references into your research paper or a thesis that you are writing or a report that you are writing. You need to gather the details, you need to maintain those all the references, and then refer as you write your research work. So, and to carry out all these tasks in the last few years, these reference management softwares are in place. Some of them are under open source category, and some are purely commercial. When I talk about commercial, many of the features that are available from these commercial vendors are basically available if you pay their subscription for the year. And then those facilities are available to you. Over the years, it has also happened that if I'm writing a paper with my co-authors, which are around 4 or 5 authors, all of us can collaboratively collect the references, share those references, and refer them in the paper that we are writing. So basically, the term citation management or bibliographic management or reference management are used interchangeably. It could be called as citation or bibliographic or reference management. So this is just
Can I interrupt for a minute? Yeah. I think, ma'am, the full screen is not available, so I think it is not in the slideshow mode.
Oh, okay. I'll just stop again and come back. One second. I'll just cancel again. Let me just try to again share back. What is the scene now?
No, not yet in the.
Is it?
No,
Yes? No, not yet? No?
Not yet, yeah, see.
Now? Still not?
No.
Oh my God. Okay.
View there is.
Okay, what I will do is
Screen or something.
I will just try to open up with LibreOffice and then probably just see what happens here. Is this okay now? Is it anything viewed on the screen?
Yes.
But the problem here is I do not know. I won't be able to. If I say start from is it now moving?
No, just 1 second.
No?
Yet.
Hello?
No, not yet, ma'am.
Oh, that's...
Now it moved.
Okay.
Problem statement.
Yeah, the next slide. No, if I, yeah. So is it moved?
Not yet. I think it takes time.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I do not know. 1 second. Let me try to go with this. Probably this will be okay, sort of. I think so. Let me check. Now is it moving?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
correct. Probably that's okay. I think this is fine. Is it visible properly? Is this visible properly?
Yes, yes, it is. But the now I think the lower part is getting cut. If you can zoom in a bit, I suppose.
Yeah, no, what I'll do is I will, yeah, do that. That's what I will do. I'll make it 100%. Is that
Ah,
fine?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So basically, we came with a fact that the reference management software which are available today, what they kind of allow you to do is they allow you to format your references, collect your references. They allow you to create a library of your references. Then it allows also you to store your references with the full text facility. That's very important that all of you, if you are fresher researchers, wanted to really make a note to all of. I mean, you should remember that you should, if at all you are not using any reference management software, start using it and start gathering all the full text with the bibliographic details, so that if you are, imagine a scenario, today I am in NCL, tomorrow I may not be in NCL, whatever the journals that NCL subscribes to and the articles that I need for my research work, if I start gathering them in my Zotero library, and again, why I'm giving a more emphasis on Zotero, because there are many reference management tools which are available, as again I have mentioned, open source and commercial. If I have the practice of collecting the data in the Zotero library, or even Mendeley to some extent it does support, I can, all the references that I collect, actually again I'm talking about the full text of those references, all those references, there won't be any limit as such, because I'm saving them on my desktop, on my laptop whenever I'm in NCL, and only I have to carry all that folder along with me if at all tomorrow I am leaving to NCL and going some other place. So that kind of scenario is very important when I'm using any reference management software. So there is no limit as such for me for collecting the references. And again, that kind of scenario, the very important part of these reference management tools is I can share these collections with my co-authors. I can search through this full text whenever I'm using. I mean, tomorrow I'm writing a paper on one topic. When I'm writing a paper on another topic, the references which I have collected on the topic A could be used for topic B. So all those references I can search through full text, through bibliographic details, and this is a really, my library is intact and I can get the searching based on the full text which I have put in Zotero library. So that is a kind of scenario, very important part when any reference management tool is used. As I have mentioned here in this slide, the software package usually consists of a database. Basically, at the backend, Zotero will create a database, and in that database, locally that database is created where the bibliographic details as well as the full text has been saved. And once the citation is inserted into the database, it can be reused to create bibliographies, and you can use it as well as reuse it. They also allow you to export your citations with a different style sheet formats, or formats such as BibTeX or CSV or RIS, etc. And very again important feature with these reference management tools is they are integrated with the word processor that you are using. If you are using Microsoft Word, or if you are using LibreOffice, or you are using OpenOffice, if you have installed the connector like for the Mendeley or Zotero, automatically from the Zotero library, if you are writing a paper, that reference will be picked up. So you do not have to do anything. Automatically the citation style which is required, the total full text of the paper as well as the bibliographic details of the paper is picked up while writing the paper. So that is how this software function. Again, a very important factor that which is available with these tools is they are now working as either standalone, you can install them on your desktop, or there are web browser add-ons which are available. Like for Zotero, you have a Firefox add-on or Chrome add-on. Similarly for Mendeley also, or a few other tools which are available, they work as an add-on to the your browser. So what basically how they function, if I give you a scenario about Zotero basically, so you can install standalone Zotero, you can create a login and password on Zotero site, that is zotero.org, and there you can directly start collecting your references. But when you create a Zotero login and password on a Zotero site, you get a limited storage space, limited maintaining your bibliographic details. But if you install Zotero on your laptop or a desktop, you get full freedom to download as many number of papers as you want, as many number of PDFs that you want, and create the library, export that library, and maintain your references. So that are these are some of the features which are available when you are using these tools. So basically, what are the facilities that you are available? You can gather metadata, and again, one of the important feature with Zotero or Mendeley is you only need to drag the PDF files into the Zotero installation or Mendeley installation, and you have to just right click and say extract metadata. So that means you really do not have to do any data entry, like entering the name of the author, entering name of the title, entering name of the journal, entering name of the year, place, publication details, nothing. You only need to drag those PDFs, and automatically your metadata is retrieved from that PDF files, and you can generate the bibliographies as required by the publisher. Like if you are submitting a paper to ACS or Springer or Wiley or IEEE, anywhere, you can generate the styles of your paper as required by those publishers without really following the style sheet. That is one of the feature that Zotero or Mendeley like software have. As I have mentioned, you can save and organize PDFs, screenshots, graphs, images, and various styles are available. Like Zotero has 9,000 styles, variety of styles which are available with Zotero, and it allow you to data interchange. Like today, I'm happy with Zotero. Tomorrow, for example, I do not want to use Zotero. I can completely export my Zotero data collection into Mendeley or any other tool like Wikindex or any other tool which I find more interesting than Zotero. So that is one of the benefit that is available by using this software. Again, one more important feature these tools has is you can import the data by just entering digital object identifier or ISBN or PubMed ID. So any of these IDs, if you just enter, automatically the metadata, what I mean by metadata is or bibliographic details, author, title, publisher, year of publication, place, everything will be inserted automatically into my Zotero library. I do not really have to do any data entry. If at all I need to add any annotation to that reference, or I need to add any note to that my reference, or I need to add any tagging to that reference, all that can be done as an add-on feature which are available with this software. So these are some of the features which are available with this software. As I have mentioned, you can import export the data very easily. Many of you are probably aware about BibTeX format, which is used if you are using the LaTeX for creating your documents. This BibTeX format is again useful for maintaining your reference manager software, and it allows you to export the data into BibTeX or export into RIS, import from BibTeX to RIS. So this Zotero or Mendeley like tools very easily support this facility. And when we are talking about this software, they add, as I have mentioned, they need some style sheets, like style formats. So there are, like, as I have said, Zotero supports more than 9,900 styles formats. Similarly, Mendeley and any other commercial tool that you use, previously there is this citation style language as it was in a proprietary format, but now it is evolved and has evolved as an open XML based language formats. And there are various these reference management software. They also allow you to edit that style. Like if I'm using, like say Chicago style or MLA style or Vancouver style, and if I want to edit that style language, these open source tools allow you to edit that style as well. So if you really manage to bring, say, let us say you have gathered 500 references in Zotero, it really you do not really have, if you have a PDFs of all these 500 references, you only need to bring all those PDFs into Zotero installation, and then just right click, automatically the bibliographic details are retrieved from all those PDFs, and you can easily create your bibliography in any of the style format that is required by your publisher. It could be a Springer, or it could be Wiley, or it could be Nature, or it could be any publisher, and you can easily create your references in that style format. So that these are some of the benefits that many of these software reference manager software tools have. And there are, as I have mentioned, there are many of them in the market. Basically, there are proprietary, that means commercial, and there are open source. Some of them are not open source, they are only free, like Biblioscape, which works only on Windows operating system. Bookend only works on Mac. Citav only works on Windows. EndNote, some of you are aware, which is a Clarivate analytics, Web of Science, whoever have a subscription to Web of Science. EndNote, some of the basic features with the EndNote are available to all the users. But again, if you need EndNote to be installed on your desktop, you need to subscribe or buy the license for using EndNote. They have many options like 1 user license, 2 user license, institute license. All those facilities are available. Then Paperpile and ProSite and RefWorks are commercial platforms which are available. And when we are talking about open source category, basically, as I have mentioned to you, I will be giving you a demonstration on Monday about Zotero. And I have also recently come across Wikindes, which I thought it's also a good alternative. I will show you that demonstration as well on Monday. PY Bibliographer also, but it's an old version. Mendeley is free but not open source. What is the difference again? You can use it free. Again, as soon as you want to use Mendeley, first what you have to do is you have to create a login and password. That means all the data that you create in Mendeley remains, the whole data, all the details remains on the publisher server. Okay, so that is how publisher would know what references you are collecting, on which subject area you are working, what kind of research activities that you are carrying out. But of course, many researchers are using Mendeley. But again, if you ask me, I talk more on Zotero. I would not, but of course, I will try to show you an example about Mendeley. But it is a commercial tool. It is EndNote and Mendeley are a commercial tools. They are not freely available. They are available free with limited support again. But more 100% is Zotero, which is an open source. Site you like, it's discontinued. KBibtex is again available on Linux platform. Bibdex only works on Mac. So these are some of the open source tools which are under the category of reference management tools. So I'll just talk a few slides on Zotero. As I have mentioned, it is an open source free citation management tool. The current version of Zotero, which is available, is 5.0.93, and you can download the standalone version as well as you can download the add-on, which is available for Firefox or Chrome, which, as I have said, it lives on your browser, and you can synchronize it with Zotero server as well. But as I have mentioned, bibliographic details, there is no limit to maintain the synchronization with your standalone machine and the server with the Zotero. But if you want to maintain the synchronization with the full text, Zotero has a limitation of 300 MB of the space, which they allow with their server facility which is available. Okay. As I have mentioned, some of the features of Zotero is you can annotate every record. You can tag the every record the way you want, and you can attach the full text of the record. That is very important facility that Zotero has. As I have mentioned, you can create Zotero account which can be synced with the Zotero server, and it has also a web interface which is an add-on which sits on your browser. But as I have said, the file storage is a folder that you can also sync with your clouds based server. If you create any other clouds facility, you can also sync your data with Zotero, your cloud server. But you need to pay for getting additional server space and getting additional facilities if you are using Zotero server. But if you are using Zotero with the standalone facility, it has many features. And again, I really like Zotero software, and I will give you the full demonstration on Monday. So I won't speak more about Zotero facility. I have already spoken more. Next is the Mendeley, which is again a free set of tools, which is not open source. I have mentioned, as I have mentioned. At its simplest, it is a citation manager similar to EndNote, Referx, or Zotero, which allow users to gather and store citations from variety of sources using several techniques. It extracts bibliographic information and format correct in-text citations and end of text references. Mendeley is again, as I have mentioned, you can similarly drag and drop PDFs and maintain in your Mendeley. You can highlight and annotate your PDFs and share them with others. Colleagues can then also annotate the same document with each other, displaying as a different color. And Mendeley as well has a desktop facility, or it also has a web-based storage space, and it is also works on Windows, Mac, and Linux operating system, as well as it has can be integrated with your Microsoft Word, OpenOffice, LibreOffice, and again, it also has a free iPhone and iPad app. Many of you probably would be aware about it. Of course, I will also on Monday try to give a small demonstration about how to use Mendeley as well, Zotero and Weekendess. The another one is probably many of you are aware, EndNote. Basic version of EndNote is no cost, limited web edition with 21 style for sheet formats, and you can collect 50,000 references with a lot of limitations you would have. Web of Science, whoever subscribe to Web of Science, they also have a free access to EndNote Basic. Those users have free access to EndNote Basics, but again, you do not get all the features. But they also have a EndNote Desktop again, there is a cost to it. If you want to use EndNote Desktop, you have to pay. Again, many of maybe probably you would have pirated versions or older versions, but now they have come up with EndNote new version. I think I am not sure which version they have, but that's again a paid version. There is one more site called as Cite This For Me referencing generator. This is also one tool which I thought can be easy to use for just creating your references. If at all, you need to only again create your login and password, and you can start maintaining your references, but it will have a limited support. So I do not know how really this works. As I have mentioned, I will show you the live demonstration of Weekendess. It's an open source single or multi-user bibliographic and quotations management and article authoring system. It features searchable references, notes, and citations, and it's categorized as a reference management software, but also enables users to write notes and entire papers. I found this as a good tool, and I will certainly show you a demonstration about Weekendess, Zotero, Mendeley on Monday. And this is a small comparison which was done with Mendeley, Zotero, site you like. Jabref is again an tool which works on Linux operating system, and then EndNote I have already mentioned about, and papers. So this was basically here, if you see, Zotero has been supporting all the facilities that you expect any reference management software you would expect, like basically any of this reference management software, you should be able to search, you should be able to store, you should be able to share the data, you should be able to read and write. So while writing, whether you are using Microsoft Word or you are using OpenOffice or LaTeX or LibreOffice, they should be integrated while you are writing your paper. So recently, when we wrote one of our paper, we were using Google Docs. Probably many of you are using Google Docs. Why it is useful for using Google Docs? You can collaboratively write your paper. And we used Zotero. All the references were gathered on Zotero. So again, Google Docs also support integration with Zotero, and it was easy to maintain our references and pick up those references from Zotero. So that's sort of facilities is available with Zotero. And the most powerful aspect of many of these reference management tool is resource discovery. You all have to remember, I should be able to search by word from my full text, as well as search from the bibliographic record that is available on my library. Then coming back to software for writing, this is about reference management tools I have spoken about. Then when we are talking about research papers, many of the research papers get rejected. Probably you have heard about earlier talks, maybe because of the English grammatical mistakes, and many of the institutes are subscribing Grammarly for their organization. If you are creating, we have experience with our researchers. Many of the researchers have created a free Grammarly account. If I will just update you all if you are using, and if your institute has premium version of Grammarly, please log out from the free account and create your institute based login credentials on the Grammarly server. Then you get full access to Grammarly facilities that your institute has subscribed to, because with the premium access, many institutes have, as I have mentioned, with the premium access you get many more features than with a free access that is available to all with a free account. So Grammarly is popular among many teachers, students, and other who need to write and process a lot of words on a regular basis. And it is very important to check your spellings, English grammar. It also, to large extent, Grammarly software allows to check your document with a plagiarism as well. And this is a screenshot of a premium access of Grammarly. So if your institute has paid for Grammarly premium access, please log out with your free login that you have created with Grammarly and log in back with your institute login credentials, so that you get more feature that is provided with a Grammarly. But of course, it is a commercial software which has need to renew every year, and then only you will be able to get the facility of Grammarly which is provided. But there is another tool which I thought of mentioning about, called as language tool. It is an open source proofreading software for English, French, and many other languages. And it is again freely available. And the software goes far beyond grammar and spelling with an AI-based technology that analyzes the style, typography of your text and instant generators suggestions. So probably if you want to learn more about a language tool, maybe you can give a try. I just thought of mentioning you about this tool, which is, and it integrates with your favorite Office program. It could be Google Docs, it could be Microsoft Word, it could be OpenOffice or LibreOffice. So maybe you can give a try and see how language tool works if you really do not have Grammarly in your institute. So I just thought another tool which I have liked, maybe I can give a demo about this as well. Rather, I have just installed it and I'm working on it now. It is called as VES Writer. It is basically online editor for academics who need to write papers in collaboration with other authors. So you need to install this software on your server, create logins and passwords, and automatically, collaboratively, all the authors can write papers. Maybe I can just, probably I did the screenshot. Yeah. So I only have to really, once I log in with this software tool. If I start writing here, if you can see here the screenshot, this is my title. This is my bibliography, which quickly gets generated, and the formatting is also taken care because I have this. It is kind of like Google Docs you use, or you use Microsoft Office, or you use any other writing tool that you want to use. But I also like this, and I thought of mentioning about it. It is called as VES Writer, and it is 100% open source. You can so you could also use Google Docs or Dropbox box, and it's an online collaborative editor, especially made for academics who need to use citations and formulas. Basically, you can draw the write the formulas, and it's a very good tool which is available. I thought of mentioning about it. I have installed it. If you see here, 127.0.0.1:8000, it works on a browser. I have installed it on my laptop. For sure, I will show a demonstration about VES Writer as well on Monday, and show you how this really can be installed and you can use it. Then I just thought of mentioning about, probably this was spoken earlier, predatory journals. When you are writing a paper, some journals publish articles by paying money to publish articles without having any peer review, and these journals are called as predatory journals, and the journals claim high impact factor or peer review, while in reality they do not exist. So these fake journals accept any type of article, even if it is copy pasted and no quality. I probably you are aware, I just thought of mentioning, there is Bell's list, which provides list of predatory journals and publishers, and UGC also has a care list which provides list of predatory journals. So maybe you can, before submitting any paper onto any journal, you should first of all find out whether it's a predatory journal. And there has been a question, probably again this is a repetition, but I thought of mentioning, when you are writing a paper, many times the researchers do not know where to submit a paper, and apparently now on internet and by various publishers, there are journal finder tools which are available by many publishers, as well as several publishers and online sites provide help on where your paper can be submitted for publication and where it can get accepted. So try to publish your paper in open access journals, where you can pay for publishing a paper, but anybody in the world can read your paper. That's very important. When you are publishing a paper in open access journal, instantly your paper is available to be read by anyone in the world. And avoid publishing papers in predatory journals. Avoid attending and submitting papers in there are many predatory conferences as well are getting hold these days. So it's very important for you all as a researcher to remember that we do not publish our research in any predatory journal or conferences. So I just thought of giving you a screenshot, because NCL has access to Web of Science, how you can use that facility. If at all any of our researcher want to submit a paper and they do not know which journal to that paper can go, Web of Science has a master journal list, and here it allows you to find out, match your manuscript. So that facility is available, and you only need to upload your title and abstract of the paper. This is how you can enter your title and abstract of the paper, and Web of Science will tell you that which journal it can go. That facility is available with the Web of Science. Since NCL has access to it, I just thought of mentioning about it. Probably, and if you want to see the SciMago, many of you probably would be aware about this tool, and many of these publishers as well have this journal finder tool. So if you see Elsevier, Wiley, Springer, Taylor and Francis, IEEE, many of these publishers have a facility to submit your title and abstract, and they would suggest which journal your paper can go in. If you want to submit a paper in only open access journal, because if at all you think that you do not want to publish any paper in a journal which has subscription based access, you can find out the details from Inago Open Access Journal Finder. Maybe again, if you are aware, if you are not aware, I just thought of mentioning about this site. This site will tell you from only the journal which is an open access journal. So you can again submit your details and find out which open access journal which paper your paper can go in. One more site is called as Jen, journal author name estimate. This site allow again try to give you. You can submit your title and abstract here, and it will suggest which journal you can submit your paper. And this site also will tell you about journal title where your paper can go in. Then next part which I thought of mentioning about is altmetric tools. Probably again, since this talk is about various research tools which are available, I thought of mentioning about altmetrics. What is basically it is, when we are talking about research article, we try to measure the impact of our research article based on the number of citations that are used. But these days, it is also need to find out on social media how your research has made an impact on. So altmetric tools basically measures the impact not only of journal articles but a diverse array of online scholarly outputs such as books, book chapters, data sets, computer code, presentation slides, posters, whatever research that you carry out, and how it has made an impact on the other social media platforms. And there are various such tools available to know your research impact that has been carried out. One of these again open source tool is called as Paperbuzz. Okay, it will try to maybe of course it does not go older research articles that are, but if you have written the new papers and you want to see its impact, you only need to enter here the DOI, and it will tell you. I will give you an example here. There is a one article which I just thought of, recently published in Nature in 2020, and I thought how it has made an impact. I just gave the DOI here in Paperbuzz, and then it will tell you on Twitter, wherever all it is mentioned and by whom it is been mentioned. So this is how altmetric tools help you to see the use of your work in other media as well. For example, here is again, if you see one paper, the article and its altmetric. So on which blogs, how many times it has been tweeted, and all these details are mentioned through altmetric tools. There is also an altmetric.com site which also provide this facility, but it's again a commercial platform. Then again, there is one more impact story site which gives you impact of your work that you have carried out, again on the Twitter or a blog or a Google Scholar. So it will mention all those details. So I just thought of mentioning about this site. Next, we have probably you all are already created Open Researcher and Contributor ID. You are aware. If you are not, it is a persistent unique identifier that you can use throughout your academic career. So ORCID ID these days is created by researchers and institutes, and more than 3 million researchers have registered for ORCID ID, and it helps distinguish them from others and correctly link their academic work and contributions, which is very important. So it gives you a way to reliably, unambiguously and permanently connect your names with your work throughout your research career, including your publications, the grants you have received, education that you have carried out, employment, and other biographical information about yourself. So ORCID ID is a unique identification number given to every researcher, and accordingly your research, your name gets connected with your research output, and many of the publishers are also now expecting the ORCID ID to be submitted while submitting the paper. So it basically what it does is it distinguishes yourself in 3 easy steps. You can where your affiliation is, which grants you have received, publications that you have, the peer review, the collaborators, and many more things are maintained if you create an ORCID ID about yourself. Basically, why ORCID ID is required? This is a small screenshot. I do not know whether so this Maria whatever papers, there are different ORCID IDs. So the name is same, but still each individual is different. So same way is like Sunita Barve, I work in NCL, there may be in the world there are many Sunita Barve, and how to identify every Sunita Barve with that research work, the institute, and the work that has been carried out and the publications. So you need to have the ORCID ID for yourself. So you can, again, it's a free service. You can create your ORCID ID, or personal details, and your work gets distinguished from the same authors available in the world. Okay. Again, it's a free service. These are some of the slides. I think I will escape. But along with ORCID ID, you can also create Scopus ID if at all you need. If you are publishing papers in Elsevier or any other publisher, you can also create Web of Science ID if at all you wish to. And these are some screenshots. Many of the scholars are also creating their profile on Google. Probably you have already done. I just thought of mentioning about it, so that all your papers, you can link your papers with Google Scholar ID, and automatically you get your citations and H-index and other details are available through Google Scholar. That's one of another important area which I just thought of mentioning. Probably some of you have already uh, been discussed about, which is called as infographics, which represents the visualization of data, allow you to visualize your work in a short graphical manner. And that is how many tools are available these days. Sorry, this slide did not come properly. I think I did not save that properly. But basically, infographics is, it represents the visualization of data and ideas that tries to convey complex information to an audience in a manner that can be quickly consumed and easily understood. And many, again, in the infographics area, many tools are available. Of course, I have just listed them. I have not really checked which tool is best suitable. Probably I can answer on this maybe on Monday. But there are many tools available which allow, like probably I think in the previous talks there was a mention about infographic tools. Like if you're writing your abstract, on the right hand side you create an infographic view of your abstract, which gives a reader quick understanding about what you want to say in your paper. So there are so many such tools available which really quickly help users to create their text into a graphical view. And there are many such tools which are available, which can allow users to use these tools and create an infographic view of the research that they have carried out. And there are many such tools available. I have just listed them out, but probably there are again commercial tools and open source tools. I haven't got yet time to really study which are open source tools which are available, but it's kind of new area. As a researcher, there may be some commercial platforms which provide you help by creating an infographic view of your research, but probably they are paid versions of the tools which are available. When we are talking about plagiarism, as probably you know, that when we are talking about plagiarism, which defines as using someone else's work in your own work without proper consent and acknowledgement, or without proper citation. And books, research papers, this is published by researchers and students, are often checked for plagiarism to ensure the quality and originality of the research. So it is an academic dishonesty. I just thought which are the to mention about the tools which are available. Basically, many of you are aware about Authenticate and Turnitin is being used by many institutes, especially in NCL. We have Authenticate. There is a small difference with Authenticate and Turnitin. When you are in a research institute, many research institute get Authenticate, and Turnitin is it basically the student guide approach, where a lot of students are there. Turnitin is is supplied by the company is same, and many of those like IITs have bought Turnitin. But university, if you look at the university structure now, universities are using Urkund. I have also recently taken up a demonstration about Drillbit, which is an Indian company, and they are providing a plagiarism support. And when I was again preparing for this talk, I found many software which are based on plagiarism. There is Plagware, Plagscan, Check for Plagiarism, and many of these software which are available. But Plagzap is an again open source. Of course, I have not used it. I just when I was preparing for the talk, I just found about this detail. If you do not have, probably you can verify it. As I have mentioned, many of these tools are basically commercial, but they provide some 15 days trial, 20 days trial, or 1 month trial, and then you can check and see how they function really. But if you in India, if you see out, Authenticate, Turnitin, Urkund has been used heavily. Probably I am not aware about Drillbit, but we had a demonstration in NCL, though we have not used it in a large extent, but we are using everyday Authenticate. And I just thought of showing you how the basically the report looks like if I'm using Authenticate, how my report looks like. So if you see this, this was a thesis probably which we had found, we had received in institute, and there was a 72% similarity index. And if you see here how the similarity report comes out, so this author had really used 50% from this paper. It could be probably his own paper which has been used, and that there are many other how this report looks like. I just thought of mentioning about it. So if you have Authenticate or Turnitin or Urkund, UGC basically provide accepts the report based on Urkund as well. NCL we have Authenticate, and this is how the similarity would come out, and we would submit this report to the student, and then student can work again and try to eliminate the similarities which is found in the their report or a paper, thesis or a paper, and they can resubmit back, and then we will try to see this similarity is brought down to 10%. So this is just thought of mentioning about penalty for the students. Like UGC has these guidelines, like if similarity about 10% to 40%, what are the things, what happened to the students 40 to 60% and above 60%. So students shall not be given any mark and credit for the plagiarized script, and his registration for that course will be cancelled. So students or the researchers will have to make sure that many of the publishers, when you submit a paper, they will have their own plagiarism checking tools, but it still happens in NCL that when the scientists are writing paper or the students are writing their thesis, they come to the library and we help them to get the their document checked through the plagiarism software, and then accordingly the researcher carry out further work on it. These are some of the slides, sites which I found useful. Again, very important is many of the libraries have carried out on their websites what are the writing assistant tools which are available, and I just thought of mentioning some of them which I came across and I found them useful. So I just thought of mentioning in my PPT, like Berkeley University, University of Wisconsin, Madison, or American University of Sharjah, or Monmouth University, or University of Florida. They have created writing resources for the researchers, and they have provided some good links for carrying out your research writing, and I thought of mentioning them here if at all they're useful for the students and the faculty members. There is also, I thought of mentioning about ChemID Plus is a database which is available. Some of those who are the students which are in the chemistry subject area, and as you know, the SciFinder is not available to all the researchers, and if you do not have access to SciFinder, ChemID Plus is a database that provide access to structure and nomenclature authority files, which is used for identification of chemical substances. And I just thought of mentioning about this source, which was mentioned on internet, and probably I thought maybe it is useful to you. There is also the physical properties database, NIST chemistry webbook database, and organic synthesis database, which is available. And then last reference which I wanted to give a which I have worked recently, and I thought so it is again a good tool which is can be used by the researchers, like for if you are doing a statistical data analysis, or you if you have a lot of data in a CSV format. Open Refine is a Google tool which is a powerful tool for working with messy data, cleaning it, transforming it from one format to another, and extending it with the web services and external data. It helps for data mining, data discovery, and fix your data, clustering data with comma facets. And I have worked not very extensively, but I found it's a very good tool. Probably some of you are already aware. Again, it is very easy to install on your desktop, and you can. I'm just giving you an example from a library point of view. Like if I have my data in MySQL, all my bibliographic data of the books, which is say 1 lakh records, and that data of 1 lakh records, I want to really clean that data. I want to transform that data into a standard format, and I want to again re-import that data into my library software. I can use an Open Refine like software, which will really help me to filter out data. Again, as I have mentioned, transfer that data and clean that data and get all the statistics out of my data, and I can carry out my research. So I just thought of mentioning about Open Refine software, which is a very good tool. Of course, I'm still learning this software, but I found it very useful. It's a big software developed by Google, and it is available for anyone to download and install it. And you can play with a lot of your huge data files that you have, and you want to analyze your data, you want to clean your data, and get filter out your data with various options. You can use Open Refine. So these are some of the tools which I wanted to mention today during my talk, which will be useful for your research work. And probably on Monday, we will talk more on some of these tools, which I will try to show on my laptop by installing them and entering few records into it, and really see how Zotero works, how Mendeley works, how Weekendex work. If I get time, Fidus Writer or Open Refine, I will just spend some 10-15 minutes on each one of these software and try to show you how to really add the records. But very important point I wanted to mention is if you are using, or if you are not using, start using one of the reference management software, so that your future research becomes easy, and it would really help you to publish your papers or write your thesis easily without spending more time on creating bibliographies, manually entering those bibliographic details at the end of your thesis or article, and spending more time on formatting as per the publisher style sheets, which is expected by the publisher. So that's all I wanted to share from my side, my experience about research tools, which I could gather some of them over last few days. Of course, I'm not that expert, but whatever I found important thing, I thought of sharing with you as a researcher. I thought of putting them all in my slides. Meghana and Madhavi, that's all from my side for today.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, can we go ahead and take few questions?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Yes, in one of the previous sessions, actually yesterday also, one question had cropped up, saying ki how safe it is to use a open source tool for plagiarism check.
Yeah, I mean, very true. As I have mentioned, you cannot 100% rely on them, but some of the tools which are available can be used for not 100%. You can get it cleared from a commercial or established software which are available today. But if at all you are submitting a research article, you don't have to really bother, because publisher is again going to do the same exercise. Only when you are submitting a research paper thesis, yes, you can get it verified from the tools available on internet. Go back and do the corrections, but it is always good to get it done from the authentic, like UGC supports Urkund report.
Yes.
So that anyway you have to make sure from somewhere you get it done. But now many of the research institutes or the universities have access to either authenticate or turn it in or Urkund. So maybe you can get hold of one of your friend and get the report done.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Meghna?
Yeah, there is one question where the researcher is asking, to be able to publish a good research paper in a good journal, how much similarity index is accepted before it is published?
I think, if I'm not wrong, less than 10% is accepted by publishers.
Yeah, one more question, ma'am. Since you mentioned that Scopus and Web of Science have their own identity code, yeah, for the authors. So, do they also display the ORCID ID in their, or they have their own identity for authors?
Or no. See, I don't think so. Web of Science display the ORCID ID. I have not come across. No, ORCID ID is not. They have their own IDs, but basically ORCID ID is not part of any publisher. Web of Science is a publishing industry, as well as Scopus is another publishing industry. I do not think so. ORCID ID is mentioned on Web of Science. Maybe I will verify it.
Okay.
There is one question where it is asked, are charts, graphs, tables also being considered while checking plagiarism?
No. Basically, textual data only gets verified. And if that charts and graphs you have given a reference, then it will be verified. I mean, it all depends on the references that you assign at the end of your paper or thesis that you write.
And there was one question yesterday, in one of the sessions about regional language plagiarism check softwares.
That's what recently, which I have heard from Drillbit. They have been saying that they support regional language support as well, but we haven't really checked yet how that works. Maybe you can approach them. We took the demonstration, but we have not really used Drillbit yet.
There's one question that what are different tools for preparing graphs and other statistical analysis for research paper apart from Excel and Prism graph pad?
Looking at what is this Prism graph pad, I have no idea about. Preparing graphs and other statistical, Google Docs is again a very good tool, probably if you have used Google Docs or not. And I know OpenRefine also creates, I have no idea about it. I think Google Docs and LibreOffice is what I have used extensively. Other tools I have not used.
Okay, thank you. And how reliable, are the open source tools? Because do we need to evaluate it?
Yes, some of them are. I mean, when I have spent some time, not everything. Like if you look at GitHub, GitHub is a site from where many of these open source tools are available. You will find. If I give a search, that is how I have prepared this talk. If I give a search, let's say plagiarism software, and you will find many of these tools, and some are working, some are not working. Some have been developed over the years, no further work has been carried out. You all have to see how the usage is. Of course, open source, some are very good. Some open source tools are very good, like as I have mentioned about Wikindex or Zotero. There is a very good development community which is working very hard to develop that software, and they just work for the societal benefit. There is no other interest. So on that basis, they carry out a good work. So it needs some time to spend, evaluate it, and then use it. It cannot be said that, yes, it is 100% good.
Thank you, ma'am. Are there any more questions, Meghna?
Yeah, one has just come. Whether one can check his own plagiarism using these tools.
Yes, you can. Yes, yes.
That is the purpose of all this. Yeah. So participants, are there any more questions? I think Madhvi, no.
Okay. Okay, so we thank you very much, madam,
Yeah.
for an extremely systematic presentation and so much loads of information that you shared with us on research tools. As compared to the paid tools, your stress on open source tools, and in fact, you had an alternative for each paid tool, which was very helpful for our participants. Even if they do not have access to the paid tools through their institutes, yet they can try and explore the open tools, which would be useful for them in their Shodhyatra.
Yes.
You have given them solution tools for almost every step of their research, at every step of their research, which they can use in their research process, from reference manager to language help to tools for collaborative writing between two and more authors, journal finder, researcher's identity, data cleaning while data mining, and so many. And so I think on adopting these tools, any researcher can make not only their research process simpler for themselves, it will save so much of their time, and I think they'll also be able to reach some quality by managing the data and limiting technical errors with the help of these tools. So our heartfelt thanks to for such an effective session. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you a lot. And maybe we all will meet on Monday at 4:30, where I will show the demonstration of some of these tools to the participants.
Looking forward to it. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you again.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
In the previous session, we have seen many research tools which can be used throughout our process, that is our Shodhyatra. In this particular session, we will be again emphasizing on one of the open source tool, that is R Markdown. R Markdown actually analyzes our high quality documents, reports, and presentations. What it actually does is, whatever is the analysis, it will, with the help of the software, it can turn into high quality documents, reports, and presentations. So the main software is the R Studio, and this is one particular subset of it, that is the R Markdown. So for this, today we have an expert with us, Mr. Hitesh Solanki. He is from the InflibNet Center, Gandhinagar. I would like to introduce you all to Mr. Hitesh Solanki. Mr. Hitesh Solanki is currently working as Scientist C in the InflibNet Center, Gandhinagar. And prior to joining the InflibNet Center, he was working with the MS University, Baroda as the assistant professor. He has qualified his NET in computer science and basically holds a MCA degree. He has 10 years plus research experience and an academic experience at UG and PG level at various institutes. Currently, he is involved in many important national level projects like the NIRF, that is the National Institutional Ranking Framework, IRINS, that is Indian Research Information Network Systems, Atal Ranking of Institutions on Innovative Achievements, e-Shodhyatra Consortium for Higher Education, InfiStats, that is a usage statistics of e-resources, and the ICSSR data services. All these are very important national level projects which are handled by InflibNet, and Mr. Hitesh is a part of this. Apart from this, he has also contributed to the Human Resource Development Program of the center and has conducted various workshops and seminars for statistical analysis using our SPSS, research data management, data services, and bibliographic analysis. So we welcome you, Mr. Hitesh, for this session on R Markdown. Over to you.
Thank you, ma'am, and good evening to all participants. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So before starting my session, I would like to start with the basic steps of research and how we are going to document all the whatever we have done during the research process. So I will first share my presentations. Mm, just a minute. Yeah. My screen is visible.
Yes, it is visible.
So today the topic is introduction to R Markdown. So you might aware about R. You heard of this word R. R is a one analytical and statistical analytical software, and everyone knows it is alternative of SPSS. And nowadays you are very much comfortable with SPSS, and you may have used, and this statistical software SPSS is very well known and popular in field of social science as well as our life means science community. So this is also kind of R is also kind of SPSS, but more than S. Many things are available, okay, and out of this one component is R Markdown. So it is nothing but it is a kind of authoring framework for scholarly communications. So before starting this session, so what is our general basic steps in quantitative research and report writing? So what we are doing during our research process? So generally we are collecting the data from various sources based on various different techniques. It may be observational method, experimental method, questionnaire method, interview method. So we are compiling and collecting all this data, and we are compiling all this data in by using any packages. We will talk later on which package we are going to use for data collection and how we are going to organize. So this is the first mandatory and initial steps of research process. After that, whatever data we have collected, that will be entered in some sheets or structured data format, and after we will start some processing and data cleaning, and where it will be stored, we will prepare that data for analysis. So it may have some transformation required, it may have some recoding level, or it may have a kind of some grouping. This kinds of operations required on data before going to start analysis. So this will be our third step. Generally we are doing this, and after that we are applying some statistical techniques or some methods based on the nature of the data or behavior of the data, and we are presenting that results into some tables, graphs, or we are applying some statistical tests just like t-test, ANOVA, and all other methods. So regression analysis, correlation analysis, and multiple ANOVA. Many statistical methods are available, but it will be selected based on the nature of the data and objective of this study. So after that, whatever result we receive, uh, received from various any kind of our desired software, statistical software, and that results or graph we will save into some document processing tool. It may be what generally we are very much familiar with Microsoft Office package, so we generally use that MS Word. So, and after the last step will be our final report, maybe in terms of conference paper, journal articles, dissertation report, project report, yeah, PhD thesis, and at the last we are going to present. And once it will be entered, these things will be completed. We are used to publish that article in form of, it may be HTML, it may be Word, or it may be PDF. We are used to upload either in our ResearchGate account, Google Scholar account, or any other our personal web page, blog, or any social media, means research academic account, as well as our institutional website, as well as institutional report. So this is the basic steps and typical step we can say, or from initiate point to at the last. So these steps, any kind of discipline, we need to follow these steps. So whether it is social science, whether it is science or arts and humanities, we are following this step, and we are using various kinds of softwares to complete entire process. So, but our common approach to complete all these tasks. So when we are going for data preparation, data cleaning, or data analyzing, we generally use MS Excel. Okay, MS Excel, generally we are compiling data and cleaning and preparation data, and we are entering all this data in MS Excel. After completion and based on the volume of the data, we are going for statistical analysis. Either we can go by Excel, SPSS, Minitab, or any other statistical software for data preparation, or data analysis, or generation of preparation of graph, tables, or so this is the after the step data analysis and data preparation, we are using Excel at this step. Once our analysis will be done, what we are doing, whatever result we achieve graph in form of graph or tabular, that we will copy and paste. That is our mechanism or approach. We will copy and paste, copy from Excel or SPSS, and whatever table result or graph, we will paste into our Word, Microsoft Word. So that is for document or article preparation. So what we are, first level we are using Excel, second level we are using document, and at the last when we are going for presentation, same results in various formats. Either we will copy from SPSS to PowerPoint, or Excel to Power, or Word to PowerPoint, whatever. At the last third stage, we are using PowerPoint. But what is the challenges during this common approach? So many times what happen? Okay, what we are going to get desired output, user have to sometimes while preparation of article or while presenting some preparation of presentation, we are means we will have some strike. No, we should have some this kind. So we miss one or two observations or like. So we need to rerun entire analysis parts. So at that moment, what you need to again go back to the Excel, SPSS, or Word, and then PowerPoint. Again rerun to entire analysis and entire process. So after completion of that process, again you need to copy and paste approach to create again, revamp that research article or presentation or documents. So even that we need to keep maintain the track of separate files that contains analysis code, as well as output reports separately, graphs or images separately, that we need to maintain, or we need to maintain all the version, and we need to keep the track of separate files of all these items. So, and sometimes what happen, it is possible to have some error, because as a human error, while copy paste, it may occur some kinds of possibility, may have a possibility to occurring error. So, and as well as the entire process is becomes again time consuming. So what should we do? So we should adapt us one better approach rather than going this traditional approach and using different component of for different specific objective of that preparation of article or presentation of article. So better approach is R and R Studio. Okay, so what is R Studio? So R is programming language. Now you should not have any kind of fear कि I use word R is a programming language, so it doesn't matter, it should have a technical skill. Participant or user should have a technical skill. Not that much technical skill is required. Okay, it is very kind of means English like language, kind of a scripting language. So you should not have any kind of botherness regarding this. Okay, second most important part, this is open source. Even though it runs on multi-platform, whether it is are you Windows user, Linux user, Unix, Mac OS, whatever, it supports on all the platforms. Even R produce multiple means publication quality graphs. So R is a platform or where you can execute n number of or different kinds of R commands. Now I will show you first. Okay, what is R? How to install R? Okay, so first you need to download R. So just go into Google, just type here download R. As I told you, R is open source. There is no any kind of subscription or any kind of terms. Sorry, what we can say? Any kind of payment is required. You just go and download. This is the official websites of our crane.r-project.org. Okay, you can download. It will be this is for Windows version. Okay, once it is downloaded, okay, you need to just point and click mechanism. So here now while downloading I am going to just ahead. Second, what is R Studio? What is R Studio? R Studio is nothing but, you can say in general terminology to understand this concept, R Studio is your Windows operating system. R is your DOS operating system. Now I think I should not explain what is DOS and what is Windows. You are very well aware about this. Okay, where earlier we are using DOS operating system, everything we need to type and we need to remember all these commands and we need to execute. But now once Windows operating system came in digital, means this computer science, so we need to just, for any layman person can use point and click mechanism. So this kinds of difference are available in R and R Studio. In our presentation, in our session, we will use R Studio, so it will be more flexible rather than R. So here see, R is downloaded now. Okay, now how to install? Just you need to, in my system it is already installed, still I am going to for demonstration I am going to install again. Okay, this will be the first pop-up, English language. This is GNU General Public License terms. Okay, regarding this open source software, this will be the path, and then again next. This will be the component, whether are you going for with core files, 32-bit, 64-bit file. Okay, and this will be the startup option, and this will be the next menu. In start menu, would you like to create an icon or options? That's it, and that will be the last final. I'm not canceling here because in my system. So this is very simple and easy, not complex process to install. Now, second thing, second word is RStudio. RStudio is kind of Windows operating. Okay, graphical user interface of this R will be available. Again, RStudio will have a two version, commercial version as well as open source version. But open source version will have all the features which is required in our studio research process. So we will not go for commercial version. So again, how to download? Just download RStudio. Okay, rstudio.com is a official websites, and from here see there are different versions: RStudio Desktop, RStudio Pro, RStudio Server, RStudio Server Pro. Okay, this is not required for us. This is for commercial version, and this is open source license version. Okay, you can go with this. It will be again downloaded just like R, and you can point and click mechanism to install this RStudio also. Once it will be installed R, you need to go to here. Just I'm closing my R. Okay, you need to go to the RStudio. Okay, again just like while whatever you are opening any other application, you need to just click here, it will be open. This is simple way to install and open this R. Now, so now why RStudio? So RStudio is an open source version, is available for IDE. IDE means integrated development environment, where you can find execute R commands. It is open source version. It runs again. RStudio is also available for all kinds of platform like Linux, Windows, and Unix and others. Mac. Okay. Even multiple quality reproducible documents with supporting package like R Markdown, Markdown, and Nita. Now you can understand RStudio. Now new word again come R Markdown, Markdown, and Neat R. What is this? I will explain later. But it supports or it gives a multiples output format kind HTML, PDF, documents, and many more. Now PowerPoint output format is also available in R Markdown. Publication quality reports, kind of article, reports, web pages, blogs, books also can be created using RStudio with using all packages. Neater is a package, R Markdown is a package, Markdown is a package. Now you have a question, what is package? Okay, what is package? Package is nothing but group of functionality. And that group of functional functions bind together and it will bundle as a one package. Okay, so now to reproduce and to generate dynamic reports, which tools are required? So first one is R. Okay, which we already installed. R is nothing but programming language. Okay, second one is Markdown. Markdown is another tool. What is the role of this Markdown tool? It will convert your text into HTML format. Okay, and third one is R Markdown. R Markdown is nothing but the combination of this and this. This means R and Markdown. It becomes R Markdown. So we will use this single package. R Markdown is a one package which can be executed in our platform, and this package is used to this package is designed to combine statistical analysis along with R code as well as prepare a final documents, article, presentation, books, and others. So now what is R Markdown? Okay, now I will show you. First, in your system, when you open this, you will have a 3 windows. First, left side windows, the name is console. Right side window, environment and history. And this window will have a file explorer, help, packages and others. Okay. Now how it is working? Let's say I want to store one variable. Okay. This is A. Okay. Just I execute, the 15 value will be assigned to the A. Now you can see here, let's say I am clearing again and repeat. Okay. Now just A equal to 15, let's say. So one variable is created here, B equal to 10. One more variable is created here. If you want to print the value of A. If you want to print value of B. This is simple. Now I would like to addition of A and B, and it should be stored in C. So I will just write C equal to A plus B. Again, here you can see C is created and the value of, what is the value of C? 25. So this is the way, whatever you are executing command, these all are considered as a R command. Whatever you are executing command in here console, that will be gives the output here only, and according the variable will be created here. Okay. Now whatever commands you executed, all the commands will be stored in the history according to your sequence of executions. Whatever we have executed, all this it maintain sequence. So this is the one quadrant, this is second quadrant. Now this is whatever files are available in your system that you can go and check and open here. Just like I would like to go to the desktop ICT Mumbai, just I will, whatever files are available in my system, it will be. So this is nothing but file explorer. The path is C user HTS desktop ICT Mumbai is my directory, and list of files available under this it will be available here. From here, if you click any files, it will be opened in the Windows, means any form. Now whatever you execute the command regarding graphs, that graph will be opened available here. Now this most important part is here. This packages contains all the package which is available in your system, all the package will be available here. Okay, so suppose there is two button, install and update. Install and update means whatever existing package you would like to update, that you can select here. That can be updated by clicking update. Okay, so it will identify is there any package update available. Okay, in my system for this package it is available 0.04 and new update is available here. So once you click, automatically it will update this package. Okay, so no need to remember any syntax, any command. All the facilities are available in this RStudio version. Now let's say, but I would like to add one package. Okay, I would like to add one package. Let's say the package name, any package you can install. So how? There are two ways to install package. Just click here. Okay, It will be open one window, pop-up window. There are two options. One is CRAN and second one is package archive. So this is nothing but CRAN means online. If you want to install package online, so you should go through this CRAN option. If you would like to offline, means in my system at home, I don't have internet connectivity, and I would like, so in my office I would like to download. I will download packages, and at it will entire package will be available in zip file, and that will be installed using like choosing this option. Okay, whatever zip file will be selected, that package will be available. But I recommended this CRAN package is good. Again, I would like to, the name is block down. Okay, block down is a package. Okay, in markdown is available in my system. Okay, it is already available in my system. Okay, again, it is not no need to remember this. Just I type C, automatically pop-up will be available. Okay, markdown. Okay, now whatever dependency will be there to install this, by default it is checked. If you check, automatically it identifies other package is also required to install this R markdown, so it will be installed automatically. No need to remember. See, just I click here, command R command will be executed, and whatever package is required, automatically it will be updated here. Okay, but this is one time job, no need to do every day. Once you install one time R markdown in your system, no need to do again and again. You can clear this screen by pressing this button. Okay, now see, this will have one more option, that is creating R file. Okay, if you click here, file, new file, and R script, again entire your window will be divided into 4 quadrants. Entire your window will be divided into 4 quadrants. First one is editor, second one is console, third one is history and environment, and fourth one is file, packages, help, and others. Okay, now see, this is R. How to create file, new, and R script. There are multiple options are available. We will go by this R script, R notebook, and R markdown. I will explain all these options, but I will start first. I will start with R script file. Okay, so whatever, let's say I am using this only. Okay, you can also move command from here to there. Okay, so now once you create a file, after that you need to save this file. Okay, so save, let's say demo1. Okay, give name demo1. What will be the by default extension of this file is .r. Okay, now you have multiple, the value of 1. Let's say this x is a height of the student. Okay, 4 feet, 5 feet, 4 feet, 4 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet, let's say, and you would like to store here. Okay, so this is how to execute this. Select this file and run. It will be available, console part will be available, and this will be the variable it is created. Okay, suppose you would like to find out the average of this x, you just type mean is an inbuilt function, You need to just type here mean x. Again, it gives the output. Okay. Now, let's say there is inbuilt database also available. I would like to plot a graph. Okay. So plot is a one function. Sorry. Each R command should be written in separate line. Plot is a one function, and the database I am going to use, that is scars. Okay. So whatever output will be available, that will be available in this plot section. Okay, you can resize enter all the four window, left, right, top, bottom, whatever you would like to do, that can be done according to your convenience. You can minimize, maximize also, that is possible. Okay, if you want to zoom this, if you click, this graph also will be available here. Now, if you want to export as a image, as a PDF, or as a copy and paste into Word, that is also possible. Okay. So this is simple familiarity of R Studio and R command, and how to create R script file. Okay, and how does it works. Okay, still we are not reaching our topic. Okay, now up to this I have demonstrate how to install package. Suppose one more package is I am aware about book down or block down. I would like to install block down. So what? Just type block, automatically it is coming, giving suggestion. This, okay, I select and just I click. If I am clicking in console part, it is going to be fetching all the package through internet from CRAN, and the package will be installed. And how can you check whether it is installed or not? Just search in the package list. Now it is available. That means the package is installed successfully in your system. Now you can erase this screen. Now see, what is the use of R Markdown and how can we use this? So as I told you, it is mixing of Markdown as well as R code. Okay. So how can we, and which kinds of formats produced by Markdown? So HTML, if you would like to produce HTML format, PDF, Word, Markdown, Beamer, IO slidey or slidey, all these presentations or documents can be produced by using R Markdown. So how it is? I explain this R Studio screen. How does it works? How compiling? Now let's say we will go with R Markdown. Okay. First I create R script file. In second step, I will go with second R notebook. Okay. Now once you click here, you will one file will be created with default template. But what is the difference between this and this? Okay, first let me save this file. Okay, my notebook. Let's say I am giving file name is my notebook, and it is I am storing this file in documents. Okay, now see, just simply what I have done, I have given the title is, let's say, introduction. You can change the title or Markdown, let's say. Okay, and the output format is HTML notebook. See, earlier I have shown you in this HTML document, HTML, PDF document, Word. These are the output format. Okay, by default it is showing HTML notebook. Okay, I will show you here how it is coming. Now these are the, in this file you can write only R commands. No text can be entered in R script. But while in research writing or any document, you will have a combination R or data as well as text also. Okay. So let's say this is default text are available. Now I just click here preview. Okay. What I have done, I have created our notebook. I saved and I just change the title. Just change the title and just click here preview. What is the title of the notebook is this. Okay, whatever text is available, let's say first para. What is the first para? This is an R markdown notebook when, okay, same will be reflected in your output. This is an R markdown. See, here the link is available. Okay, link is available. If you click here, it will goes to the that mention particular link. Which link? R markdown. Because we have here clearly mentioned how to create a link in Word. Same thing if you want to create a link in your R markdown. Okay, so in square bracket the link whatever name will be, just like we are using more detail, click here, apply online, that can be mentioned. That label should be available in this square bracket, and which link you would like to redirect, that should be available in this small bracket, or we can say technically parenthesis. Okay, so it will be becomes a link. See here, same thing, R markdown is a one word, that is label of your that link. Okay, and the link whatever available in this square bracket, it will redirect it to this. Okay, now again the next, observe here, same whatever, this is nothing but HTML file. This is nothing but HTML file. See, you might observe here .html, nb.html. You can same file can be open in browser also. Means Google Chrome, yeah, Mozilla, or same file will be open in browser also. Let's say I am zooming. Now it is visible clearly. Now see, next is whatever paragraph you would like to enter here. Now my next is question is here, what we have done here, run before star, after run star. So is there any impact in this? Yes, it is coming in italic. Means if you would like to put any word as a italic, or would like to give any italic effect on word or particular sentence, so it should be within a stars, both before and after star. But just I am editing this part, instead of single star I am doing double star, and again I am going for preview. What is happened? It is coming, it is giving bold effect. Means in R mark, I will show you the list of options. So you need to remember only these things. If you want to give bold, so double star. If you want to give italic effect, only single star. Remaining rest of the text, you just write or type like a notepad or word only. Okay. Now the beauty of this software or this particular notebook is, while preparing your lecture notes, okay, whatever output will be there, you need to copy and paste from your Excel to here. Naturally, if you want to plot a graph for this data, you use Excel and use paste into Word. What will be happen here? Instead of that, I just mention here, okay, R code. Now how can I just erase? See, simply I erase. Okay, how to mention, how to mix text, means document, with R. So simple here, just go here and add chunks. Chunks means segment, one segment. Okay, and under this segment you just type plot cars. Okay, it is by default is available, but just I type here, and if you run here, the graph is available before after the command. And now you just preview. See, earlier we are not getting graph in this documents. Now we are getting this graph in this documents. Okay. So now this is HTML. But if you have a question, okay, but I want this file in a Word. Okay. So instead of directly clicking this preview, just click here, drop down, it will be open, and need to Word. Okay, need to Word. So it will be compiled, and at the last, just a minute. Let me set, okay, output 1. Okay, done. So same file will be available in Word. Okay, same file. If you would like to create a PDF, also that is possible, but here for PDF you need to install LaTeX. For PDF you need to install LaTeX. So you can go to the HTML, you can go to the Word, you can go to the PDF. So this is our notebook, but this is the only R script file which does not have any kind of text, but this is a next version of addition of this R, where you can type any kinds of text, paragraph, or any sentence. You can give the effect just like a word, and you can enclose. Rather than it will dynamically create this graph, and it will be installed wherever it will be placed. Okay, so now next one is R Markdown. Okay, this is now whether you would like to create a R Markdown notebook or presentation. Suppose you will go for documents, it will be default option will be available HTML, and other two options also are available, PDF and Word. If you are going with presentation, it will be available in HTML. There are input output slides, or slide, or Beamer, or PowerPoint. But Beamer presentation will be available in PDF, and this PowerPoint PDF will be, for this PDF we need to install this LaTeX text. Okay, or it will be export into PowerPoint also. Let's say we will go with the first this. Both are similar, not much difference. Introduction to Markdown. Let's say I am giving the title 1. Okay, and author's name is this. Again, one more file will be created. Okay, the title. Now you can save by pressing Ctrl S or save command. Okay, now the demo 2. Okay, the extension of this file will be rmd.rmd. Okay, now what will happen here? Default template will be available here. You can erase an entire thing, you can erase, and you can type your own code. Okay, you can type your own code. Now there are combination. This is the always RMD file, R Markdown file should have this YAML code. YAML code means yet another markup language. YAML code will start with 3 dash and end with 3 dash. Whatever we are giving title of this chapter or documents, that should be written in this title colon this. Okay. So for this presentation, I have already created one file. Just a minute. T2. Okay. T2. I have created one more file for our presentation. Notebook. Okay, this is the file. Just okay, I have created. So rather than wasting type, whatever default template is available, I just remove that template or leave it as it is. So what is the, if you are giving any heading, so for giving heading it should be preceding by has of that title. Okay, so if you run this, what you need to do, need to HTML. If you run this, see whatever chapter title available in my code, that will be available here. YML, whatever chapter or introduction to markdown, so same will be available here, the author name and date. Okay, now here just I have done here double star R markdown. Okay, double has R markdown, so that will be the heading of this your paragraph, heading of this paragraph. Okay, whatever text you have written, that will be available here. Now after that, whatever command you would like to, summary is a command which gives the output as a mean, median or minimum maximum difference outputs will be available. So for that the R command need to be enclosed here. How to insert R command? Just like here, insert R chunk, and under that you can place the command, so automatically it will be executed. We are not giving any command here. Okay, automatically it will gives. Now I will come to the presentation. There is also I have given some. So basic idea is this is editor, console, environment and plots, R screen familiarity, and this way you can refer. One is editor, two is console, third is history, fourth is package and file. This is the way, if you type command here, it will be maintained in history, and whatever output will be there, if it is available in graphical or plot, this plot, otherwise entire output will be available in console. Okay, you can write our command in here. Now whatever you can generate a R script, you can generate a R script, file new and R script. You can type whatever command that will be executed and maintained in history as well as available in console. So this is the steps I have written. Create a new R script, file new and R script. Okay, which we have already demonstrated. Now how to create a R notebook? I have mentioned step file new R notebook, and which prepares document along with R code chunks. Okay, and if you click on preview, it gives output as a HTML, PDF or MS Word. Just this is a screenshot I have mentioned here. Okay. Now, which we have done. Now this is, I told, this is YML language, this is simple text, and this is R. So in single file, it is available 3 different kinds of technology. Now this while language always start with dash 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 and end with dash dash dash. And under different arguments or parameters you need to give just title, whatever you want to give a title of this chapter or book or what is called documents, that should be available in title tag. Okay, this is author, whatever author's name you would like to place here, that should be available. If you want to place here institute, so institute is a predefined title tag where you should mention the name, date, and output, which kinds of PDF presentation or whatever you need to mention here. Okay, now whatever in Word, let's say I'm opening Word here. In Word documents, it is giving here heading 1, heading 2, okay, heading 1, heading 2, and all these things. So how to mention, how to give effect of that heading 1? So it gives only single hash, it will gives the effect of heading 1. If you are giving double hash, it gives a effect of heading 2. Hash so on, you can go up to heading 6. H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6, just like. Now, if you want to place any image in your document, that also possible. Okay, how to add image? So you need to mention the path of image. Let's say whatever I have created this documents, my document, it is also markdown file only. This is markdown. Okay, markdown presentation only. So whatever my slide, this current slide, okay, to prepare this current slide, what I have done, I have done only, what is this? Yes, what I have placed in this for this slide, just my slide is include image. Include image. Okay, so I mention here single hash. Okay, and here include image in the documents. So it becomes the title of the page. Title of the page. After that, I would like to add unordered list, bullet point. So it will be available bullet points in only single star space. It will be considered as a bullet point. Okay, and I want to place here the image which is available in that as a 10.php, and I exclamation in square bracket the name of image and the path of image I have placed. Automatically it will be appeared in automatically in our documents. So you can give image, italic, bold, link, and now the most important part, okay, there are 2 ways you can add code in the documents, either group of R commands, and second one is inline R code. Okay, so how to add this inline? Let's start. See what I have done here. Inline R code. How to add inline R code? So what I have done, let's say I create one more file for one equation, let's say, and giving this for understanding equation. Okay, I will erase entire things. Okay, just I want to give insert inline code. I am giving first heading by using this, and I would like to add one chunk in this, just R chunk. It is coming like that. I am adding one number, one data. Okay, let's say we can say ratings or X itself. Okay, now ratings given by, you can save this file, test or demo file. Okay, after that, what I am going to do, I want the mean of X is, okay, mean of X is so and so, whatever average of this X will be there, that should be printed here. Okay, so for that, what I have done, start dollar and dollar. Okay, in between I placed R code, inline R code. This is inline R code, and this is R chunks. R chunks always with 3 backtick and end with 3 backtick. Inline always single backtick. And now you just run this. Let's see what will be the output. Okay, what happened here? The output is available. This is the variable or data. The mean of X is 3. Let's say I am removing this word, this part. What is the output? Mean of X3. Let's say after sometimes I would like to add 5 more observation. What happened? No need to calculate again, just add the data here. Automatically answer will be calculated here. Let's say this is inline code, this is R chunks. Let's say I would like to add some equation. Let's say this is my demo file. So latex code also can be integrated here. Latex is very popular tool to write mathematical documents. So latex. So this is latex code, always start with here dollar and with dollar. Now delta is a symbol. Okay, let's say we are writing here dollar. Okay, start and end. Let's say for delta slash delta, automatically see it gives us a preview also, equal to b square, okay, minus 4ac. This is very well known formula to find out root of quadratic equation. Okay, then this Now it gives a formula preview also. Now you just save it and again knit or knit to HTML. So it gives, see, just a minute. It gives a result with this. Okay. Now same thing you can write if you want to add some matrix or like. So that is also possible. Let's say I want to add matrix. This is inline latex code. Okay, so that's why we have used here single. If you are using latex segment, so it will be this $$. What is the meaning? A equal to, I want A equal to like this. So what will be A equal to begin matrix, end matrix. Okay, then A11 and A2. So this is for A11 and A12. The next line you want, that's why slash slash A21 and A22. So it gives this. Now this is preview. You just need, okay, so it gives the output and enclose in. So it is very difficult to create this kinds of mathematical notation in Word and dynamically run. If you miss any one observation, automatically again you need to calculate average or you need to plot a graph again and copy paste. But here it is coming dynamically. Now one more example I have created here. Let's say one more I have done copy. Let's say I'm placing here. I explained this. Right. Suppose I am doing this, so it can easily. See, I have insert one more R code, okay, and I have here added one latex code, okay, for this. Let's understand the what will be the output. See, this is R code, okay. The mean of x is x bar equal to formula. Okay, now first line is x bar equal to summation xi by n. Okay, so what I have written here, dollar, $$, this is indicating latex code, begin, align, end align, means it will be available the central alignment. Here slash overline, okay, x bar, if you want to place x and before above x you would like to add x bar, so that's what slash overline fraction 1 upon n summation xi. Okay, so fraction of this, okay, and for summation symbol you need to give slash sum xi, so x underscore I and n. So this is the way. No need to bother about this. These all codes will be available on online. You can get a latex code, but the most important, okay, the next this intermediate step you need to calculate manually. So that also giving instead of that, what we have done, we have placed here R inline code, R single backtick R. So it will consider as a R command. And sum is an inbuilt function which we are generally using in Excel also, sum of number of elements. Same thing, sum of x. What is x? X is here, we already defined. Sum of x divide by. In Excel, we are using count of function. So here length is a R function. Okay, length of x means number of observations. Sum of observation, number of observation, and here it is mentioned fraction. So whatever sum will be considered as a numerator, this will be considered as a denominator. Okay, so whatever sum divided by this, and the final step should be the average. So we directly applied R equal R, this is code, R inline code, this portion, so R, and mean of x is a function. Okay, remaining this part is latex, it will be available, syntax is available, so no need to bother, but this is the, it will be dynamically bound with your word. So if you click here, if you want same output in word, so you just click drop down, click here, and it will be available in word. See, it will be available in word. The last topic I will cover, okay, how to add citation. Okay, so I have added one citation also. For citation, what I have done, I have export one bibtex file from Web of Science. Okay, and I placed here bibtex file, this C1. I will show you this. How many references are available? 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 reference. I have given here code key test1, test2, and test3. 3 reference, and I have given the unique key for each references. Now, how to use? Let's say I have created one entire this documents, and I would add. So first, what you should do, you should add here bibliography colon the name of file. What is the my name of file? c1.bib. So I placed name of file is here. Sorry, here c1.bib. Now this is citation style. Okay, each journal will have a citation style. You can download that citation style from here, jotero.org styles. Okay, here list of citation styles are available. You can download any for any journal, more than 3000 sir. Let's say I would like to use this or publish this particular journal. Just click here, it will be downloaded here, and just copy and paste along with your documents. Where your documents are available, my documents are available in documents directory. I just place here 2. Okay, suppose I would like to use this file, so just I need to place here CASL, citation style, name of this. Okay, and where I would like to cite, let's say I would like to cite here test2. Okay, here I also would like to cite here test1. So you need to cite like that, test1. Okay, test2, because I have only 3. Let's say I am also adding here test1. Okay, 3. And the last, at the last you need to place has reference. Okay, once you do this, it will create compile entire code and will add. See, I added here one citation. Okay, one citation here. In between somewhere I have added here 1 and 2. Okay, and at the last, out of 3 I have added only 2 references, cite 2 references, so that's why it is coming here too. Okay, let's say I am going to change the, how to change the, I have a citation style. Just earlier we have used, this is the name of citation style. Just go into YML part, first part, and just change the name. Oh, this is earlier also like that. See, this one earlier was this Alexandra. Now we are going to use this advanced in complex system. Okay, now again I will run. Let's say what. Okay, now this style has been changed. Even you can use one more. I have added here 3D biotech. Okay, 3D biotech, that also can be integrated. Let's say I am need to Word. I am going to open Word. Okay, see, biotech. First citation, second. Okay, at the last it will be available. Let's say I am adding one more citation here. Test 3. Okay, why we are using test 1 2 3? Because I have added key is a test 1 2 3. Let's say I am giving here key 3. Okay, instead of 3 I am using 4. Okay, test 4. You can give any key name. So I should here also use test 4. Or you can use here, let's say R markdown or R lang. Okay, same key you need to use here also. Sorry, R lang, and that bib file also should be saved. Okay, now I added one more. I just export into PDF. Same thing can be exported into PDF. In my system, latex is already installed. That's why it is. Okay, and all the whatever created file will be available here. Okay, see t1.pdf, t1.html. See this, all 3 citation, and at the last automatically reference will be added. So there are many more options are available, but due to time constraint, I am not able to explain all this, but I prepared my presentation in same way. Okay, you can do practice at your home. Okay, with I added all the as much as possible. Even I added at the last entire workflow. Open file, syntax. Okay, if you are placing this, the effect will be like that. This syntax become this syntax become this. Okay. Order list, unordered list. If you want to add table, so you need to write like this. You will give effect output of this. And which kinds of output can be achieved trace, and how to embed code, whether it is latex or R, inline code or code chunks. And there are also options whether you would like to display the code or not. That also can be done using this, just like equal to false. So code will not be open available, only output will be available. Okay. If you want to just place only code, but you do not want to execute the code, so e will equal to false you need to write. So you need to set up the figure height width, that also can be done, and through this you can achieve which format you want to render your output. You prepare single file, you can get multiple file. This way you can render output. So I will stop my presentation here. Any question?
Yes, sir. There are a few questions.
Yes, yes.
In one of the first questions, a participant has asked to show the process of installation again, I think.
Okay. Okay. Installation of R or R Studio?
R Markdown particularly.
Okay, installation of package.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Bhavin, am I right?
No problem, ma'am.
Yeah.
See. Let's say I am closing all this. Okay. Clearing screen. Now to install any package, okay, before that you need to first ensure whether package is available or not. Okay, let's say this is the package, bibliometrics is one package. Okay, I am removing this package so we can get exact effect. Okay, so I am clearing. Now see, first check bibliometrics. Okay, is a one package, but bibliometrics package is not available here. I ensure here. Okay, it is not. I am typing here. It is not coming bibliometrics. Now I would like to install bibliometrics package. So just I need to click here. Okay, there are two options from CRAN or zip. Okay, but I have internet connectivity, so I will recommend it. This is the best option. Okay, it will fetch from CRAN repository and it will be installed into our system. Okay, which package I would like to install? Bibliometrics. Just I type, I got this. Okay, this is my desired package. I already checked install dependency. Okay, to install this, some other package also used while developing this package. So that also will be installed automatically. Okay, just I am going to click here. It will automatically fetch all the package. Okay, see, it is fetching. It is fetching. Okay, and the last you should have this message package, whatever package you want to install, the name of package successfully unpacked and MD5 sums checked. Once you get, that means your package is successfully installed. Now see, I just typed that. Now it is coming bibliometrics. Means this package is now installed in your system. Now tomorrow or day after tomorrow or after 1 month, I will use this package. Okay, so no need to install again. Once you install one time, it will remain as it is. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Thank you, sir. There's one more question
Yeah.
from where can we get commands to run certain functions in R or R Studio? For
Okay.
example, the participant need to perform correlation for set of variables. Where should I
Exactly.
save my data? That is what he's asking.
Okay. Let's say simple is you go in Google correlation in R. Okay. Correlation in R. Or this crane package, this website is available where you can get all the manuals regarding this. Even though the most beautiful is, oh, it is not working. In help, here you just check for correlation. Core is a function. Okay, you just type core, you will get correlation, variance, whatever, entire manual with description, the syntax, which argument can be passed in particular functions, okay, which kinds of correlation you would like to use, either Pearson's, Spearman or Kendall, okay, and at the last you will have a difference example also. You will have a different example also. Let's say this is the example given by this. Okay. So just copy. Okay. I am erasing this screen. Paste here. It gives output. It gives output. Okay. Suppose you would like to find out variance of 1 to 10. So this is the example. Okay. The variance of 1 to 10. Okay. Covariance of X and Y. Okay. Covariance of X and Y. So the best method to learn this are, you go into R, okay, help manual, just give the command name, okay. So let's say summary is another command, okay, just I type, it gives entire description, usage, argument, details, and the last example. Okay, this is the way you can, and any kinds of, because R have a multiples, various kinds of manual. Let's say I want to find out summary command in R. So it gives R documentation, and R documentation will have a entire, so it gives the commands, okay, syntax, same thing you can achieve from here also. Even they are providing some script also. If you want to go and run, that also can be possible. You just run, it gives the output. Okay. If you remove this, in just like core we have done, okay, so it is giving output. So you can get from Google as well as R documentation, or many other tutorial points are available online, as well as once you aware that this is the command name, so you immediately come to the help and just type, just like me, you just type, so what is the syntax, the value and example. Okay, let's say this is the example, copy, paste here, okay, X and XM. So I stored the value of mean of X in XM, just print here, even you will have here also X and XM environment.
Thank you, sir.
Is there any answer?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, please.
I think it was similar to this, from where we can get codes and the packages for the
Yeah.
commands to be used.
Yeah, but that's what in earlier also I told. Okay, no need to remember command and syntax, but day by day it is going to be contributed by the community different packages and for graph and commands and all. So it is sometimes it is going to be rename also. It is rename also. But whenever you want to use, you just go and Google. You will get the command name and you just use in the from that one uh, RStudio help manual.
Okay. There is one question, but actually I am not understanding. Is there any list of the same with an example? So I'm requesting the researcher to type the question again in the
Yeah,
chat.
I understand. I understand the question. I think they are understanding where we can get list of all commands with examples. That they that is the I think participant questions. But are have a lakhs of package, not package, and under one package lakhs of commands may be available. So you cannot get any particular list, but if you aware about any particular package name, so let's say I just install bibliometrics package. Okay, so just you type in bibliometrics R package. So this is the developed by their own developer, but CRAN is also providing the HTML documents about this particular package. Okay, or let's say some other package we are talking. ggplot2 is a package for graphical presentation or data visualization. You just type, so CRAN will have entire PDF for that particular package. This is official documents provided by our community. So each package will have, not each command or each function, each package will have this kinds of PDF. Under that version, title, description, everything. At the last, it will show you all the list of commands. List of commands are available. See.
Can I interrupt, sir? I think you have stopped sharing your screen, and therefore the commands. Yeah, please.
Just a minute. Just a minute. See. What I have done. Okay. See. I just type in Google ggplot in R. This is the package name. Just like which today we learn R Markdown. Same thing, ggplot2 is a one package. Okay. If you just type or you just ggplot2 along with just type CRAN PDF. Okay. So once you click here, you will get all the, this is the official documents of our community, provided by our community. Okay, while whatever you are developing and you are going for approval of that package to be included in CRAN, so at that time they will ask. Okay, this. Let's say I am going for this particular package. Click here. Okay, they will give with entire example description how to use and all these things. For any kinds of package, let's say R Scopus. Okay, you just type here CRAN and PDF. Okay, or without PDF, HTML is also available. Okay, CRAN.R package equal to R Scopus. Okay, so this is HTML, same HTML interface, okay, where you can get reference manual PDF. Okay, if you click here, same list of commands or functions are available in R Scopus package. All these details will be available here. Okay, along with example arguments, all these things. So there is in terms of lakhs of packages are available. So nobody can means maintain the particular limited number of package, but it depends not only for statistical analysis. It is using in micro array analysis in life science. It is using bibliometrics analysis in library science. It is using machine learning for machine learning in computer science, deep learning in computer science. So according to subject discipline, everyone, suppose I am doing some analysis, I will think about to produce or develop one package regarding some e-resource management. So I will again develop and contribute to community, and it will be approved by particular that community, and it will be coming into CRAN. So this is the way day by day it is going to be develop new packages or updates of existing packages also. So you will get new package and functionalities also day by day. So that's why R becomes more popular. Any other question?
I think we have taken up all the questions that were there in the chat box.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, sir, for your extremely step-by-step demonstration of this very technical topic. I'm sure it was a very novel topic for majority of our participants, and you have really opened up a very new tool to all of them. And with this guidance from you, they will surely explore the tool more and use it. From today's session, we have seen that open source is the way that we have to move ahead. And as researchers, we will all have to start adapting and using open source tools. Our next session on 30th is also in continuation, where we will be talking about the open access philosophy, concepts, and the way to adopt open access in the research. So on behalf of ICT and VES College, we thank you very much for this wonderful session. If there are any queries from the participants in future, we will always again mail it to you. Maybe you can guide them. When things improve, we can really have a face-to-face workshop on this topic, because this will require a lot of training to the participants.
Yes. This is very new. That's what first you need to spend time day by day. Then you will get some familiarity. Then you realize that what is the importance and usefulness of these topics. So it will not coming into one session or one workshop. But day by day, once you will play with this code and try to understand the output and code, then you will get. But the beauty is, this is not, as I told, this language is not developed by computer science people. It is initially started by statistics 2 student. And after that, just like us, we are from library science, computer science, or life science or chemical science. Day by day, whatever their research work they are developing in this technology and contribute to community, and day by it is growing fast. So I request to all participants, no need to worry about any technical terms, no need to worry about any syntax. You just play with the code, and this kinds of workshop or session only for ignition of your flow or process. Once we give us some hint, you will do better than us. So that's all. I thank you to all participants for listening the entire session for patiently. And if you have any kind
your
of
assurance will help the participants. Their confidence will be boosted with your assurance.
Yeah. And any kind of query, you can contact directly me. You can have my contact number, or
you can please put your email ID also in the chat box if possible.
This is email ID and this is contact number. Just okay. You can contact anytime.
Yes. Sir
Thank
is
you.
extremely helpful, dear participants. So in case you have any kind of queries specifically with this R markdown that we discussed today,
Then you can contact us.
message him. Yes, he is very busy because he has a lot of important assignments at InfluentNet Center that he is handling. But you can definitely message him and he will be very glad to respond. I can assure you that. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again. Dear participants, we will be meeting back again on the 30th at 2 p.m. and continuing with our day 5. Our test will be rolled out progressively. We will be having 2 tests. So one test will be for all the sessions that we have conducted till today, that is till day 4. And the next test will be from day 5, 6, and 7, which we will roll out to you after we complete the entire program. So thank you very much and see you all on Monday at 2 p.m. again. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.